Hey everyone! Today's card will be made with 2 colors of Distress Oxide ink and a card base and this embossing folder. So I've got some white cardstock, some Hammermill 100 pound, and I was just cutting a panel down to 4 by 5 1/4 inches. And I'm going to ink up that entire panel with the tumbled glass Distress Oxide ink. I was trying to keep my fingers out of it the best I could, so I grabbed some washi tape just to hold the rest of that panel down. And then with this embossing folder, I was choosing which side do I want to ink up with the Mermaid Lagoon Distress Oxide ink. And this side here has the little circles raised up. So I wanted to ink up that side, which is going to press the circles, the colored circles, down into that card panel. So I've got that inked up, putting my panel in, and I'm going to run that through the embossing folder, and look at that. That's kind of the effect I was going for. So I'm basically going to put that on a white card base, and I'm just checking to make sure it had enough of a white border, and I'm happy with that. So I wanted to bring in a white backed sentiment, and I already had this sentiment stamped and clear embossed, and I believe it's from the Simon Hurley Birthday Basics. And then I'm going through my little dish there of pre-die cut images and stuff, and I pulled out 2 birds that I had previously stamped and colored, and I felt that the colors of those birds went well with the background of this card. And those birds are from the Birdsong Stamp and Die set by Sizzix and 49 Market. So I am happy with those 2 cute little birds. So I'm going to put my little dish away and get my paper trimmer and trim that sentiment down. And like usual, I just eyeball how much I want to trim down, kind of spacing the birds on there to give me a visual. And I'm happy with that. So here I come in with the Barely Art glue and glue down the panel, keeping that nice small white border. And then I'm going to, well, before gluing this down, I wanted to see, do I want the sentiment in the center of the card? I kind of tried it a little higher up, and I much preferred that. So just gluing the sentiment down. And then that top little bird is going to sit on the sentiment on the corner there, and then this other bird just sitting in the bottom corner of the card. And I grabbed this Inside Sentiments Birthday stamp set by Waffle Flower to stamp a little greeting on the inside. So I've chosen the stamp that says, "Hope your day is as special as you are." And I'm just lining that up in the Misty, and I normally stamp with my VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, but I decided that I had a blue ink that would match the front of that better. So I'm using VersaFine Clair Warm Breeze, and here is the finished card. Look at that little happy birthday with those cheerful birds and the sentiment inside. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.